Diva here. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're ready to move. Welcome to Balance and Core. We are going to be taking things up just a notch in this video. So if you haven't done any of the previous Balance and Core videos, I recommend going back and doing those a time or two. If you just want to jump right into this one, that's totally cool too. Just do the best you can. That's all I ask. We're going to go ahead and get started with a bit of a warm-up. So we are going to warm up the legs quite a bit today because we actually wind up using the legs a lot in our balancing poses. So whenever you're ready, we're just going to start with a quad stretch, grabbing a hold of the shin, the ankle, the pant leg, whatever you can get. And then if you're feeling really wobbly here, you could throw up the opposite arm for a little bit of counterbalance. Now right away, just kind of noticing where you're at with balance today. Balance is a funny thing. It changes from day to day, sometimes from time of day to time of day. So just kind of noticing where you're at as we're starting to move here. Awesome. When you're even, you can let that go, shake it out a little bit. And we're going to go into a figure 4 stretch or a glute stretch. So same muscle group, two different options. Option 1, you're going to grab the underside of the shin and the knee and pull up. You should get a nice stretch in here. Option 2, you'll cross ankle over knee and send the hips back and down. Yeah, it might be a little tight. I'm a little tight here today. Good, and we'll just continue to alternate. And again, just kind of noticing where the balance is at today. We'll do a few more on each side. So let's go ahead and do one more on each side. Awesome. When you're even, you can let that go and shake it out a little bit. Next, we're going to go into a hip opener. So shifting your weight onto your right foot, left knee's going to come up. I am mirroring you. Find your balance. And then when you're ready, you're going to do 3 circles in reverse with your left knee. Good. You do have the option to tap the toe down in between each circle. And then you're going to do 3 forward. Good. And we'll do 3 more in reverse. Standing leg maybe starting to feel it a little bit. Good, and then 3 forward. Awesome, when you're ready, you can let that go. Whew, shake out that standing leg, and we'll switch sides. So now coming on to your left foot. Right knee's gonna come up. We'll do 3 in reverse. Good, and then 3 forward. If you haven't yet, you can find a spot to focus on out in front, preferably one that's not moving. Good, and then 3 in reverse again. Option to tap that toe down if you need to. Good, and then 3 forward. Awesome, when you're ready, you can just shake it out a little bit. And we'll come to the back of our mat. We'll just warm up just a bit more, get the blood flowing. We'll take a nice big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms down, chin to chest. We're going to roll them down bone by bone. Good. When you reach the bottom, go ahead and plant your hands. Walk out. Find a plank. Tailbone tucked. Belly button pulling in. Crown of the head reaching forward. Good. You're holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, you're going to step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Right foot to the inside of your right hand. Lift your chest, heels down, you're going to come into a squat. Good, and we're going to do that again. So hands down, step back, find your plank. Good, step up, coming into your squat. Good, and we'll do one more step back. And step up. Good, and then when you're ready, you can just slowly come to stand, shake the legs out a little bit, and we'll get started with our first circuit. So we'll start on the feet today. We'll be doing 45 seconds of work for each movement. We're going to be doing a total of 3 rounds. We're going to be starting with our 3-point touch. We're going to start on your dominant leg. So presumably the right. If you want to go in the other way, that's fine. You're going to tap to the front, tap to the side, tap back, center. Front, side, back, center. Yep, and that standing leg has got just a little micro bend in the knee. Good, and if you're feeling really good, maybe increasing the time it takes to move from place to place. So spending more time without your foot on the ground. Good. Stay with us. You have 5. Excellent. That time from here, you're going to step back into a lunge. And I'm going to turn so you can see me. So whichever leg was just doing the tapping is now going to be back behind you. And we're going to be coming in our lunge to lift. So step back, find your lunge. Find your spot out in front. Drive through those quads. Bring your knee to balance. Good. If you want to challenge yourself, you're going to go hands forward, hands high. Hands forward, hands high. Good. Use your breath here. Using the core to help you stabilize, keeping those abs nice and tight. Good. You have 10 more seconds here. Last 3. Excellent. That's time. You can let that go. Whew, shake out that standing leg a little bit. And we'll switch sides. So now balancing on your non-dominant foot, presumably the left. And then when you're ready, you'll start your 3 touch tap. So front, side, back. If this is really easy for you, take a little bit more time to switch to each position. So you start to test the balance just a little bit more. We're just moving a little slower here. Good, trying to keep those abs tight. Remember, we have a soft bend in that standing leg. Good, you have about 10 more seconds. Last 3. Good, that's time. From here, you're gonna step right back into your lunge. I'll stay to the front this time. So whichever leg was just doing the tapping is now going to be behind you. And here we go, you're gonna find your lunge. Bring your leg out in front, single leg balance, step back. Good, if you want a little bit more, hands out in front, hands up above the head. Good, find that spot to focus on. Keep that back heel lifted. Abs nice and tight, spine straight. Good, keep it going a little over halfway through here. I cannot check the time yet. Good, stay with me, we're almost there. Exhale as you find your balance, squeeze your abs. Good, step back, find your lunge. Excellent, that's time. Whew, you can let that go, shake it out a little bit. Go ahead and come on down to the mat in a plank position. We're gonna finish this off with plank toe taps. So high plank, palms down. We're gonna tap with the left foot, tap with the right foot. Left and right. Just a nice, easy pace here. Make sure the booty's down so we're not here, we're right here. Making those abs work. Good, you have about 15 more seconds here. Coming up on your last 10. Good, stay with me, last 3. And that is time. Ooh, excellent work. Go ahead, send your hips up and back. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, spinal roll all the way up. Whew, nicely done. Shake it out a little bit. Water if you need it. We're gonna go into round 2. We'll start here in about 10 seconds. So again, we're gonna be starting on the dominant foot. Starting with that 3-point touch. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So remember, soft bend in that standing leg. Tap to the front, tap to the side, tap to the back. If you want a little bit more challenge here, you're gonna turn your gaze, turn your gaze, turn your gaze. Front, side, and back. Good. Second option would be to, again, slow it down. Taking even more time to travel that foot front and side and back. A little bit of brain exercise right here too if you're adding in the look. Good. It's okay if you get a little mixed up here. Just keep moving the head, keep moving the legs. Good. Come back to center, step back, find your lunge. Whew, take a moment, catch your breath. Remember, front knee right above the ankle here. Arms reaching forward if you want more challenge. And here we go, knee's gonna come up. Step back, arms lower down. Good, nice, use your breath, use your core. Focusing on quality movement here, don't worry about how many you get. Squeeze those abs, that's gonna help you keep steady when you're in your balance. Find that spot to focus on out in front. Good, you're doing great. We got about 10 more seconds here. Last 3. Excellent work, you can come to stand. Whew. Shake out that standing leg. And we'll switch sides. So when you're ready, coming onto your non-dominant foot, presumably your left. No worries if it's not. And you can start your tap. Good, and then if you want that extra challenge, we're gonna turn, turn, and turn. Turn the gaze, and turn the gaze. So just testing that balance, getting a little outside the comfort zone. If you're feeling really good, you're gonna slow this way down. Good, maybe just do a little baby tap, just barely touching the floor. Good, keep pulling the abs in, sending that booty back. Excellent, that's time. You're gonna step back, find your lunge. Good, push that back leg away, make sure that back heel is lifted, front knee over your ankle. And here we go, hands to reach forward. Hands up above the head. Here we go, take your time. Quality movement. Find that spot to focus on. Good, using the breath here. Exhaling as you come up. Good, inhale to step back. Yeah, and if you need to tap that toe down for a moment, by all means, do what you need to do here. Good, last little bit. Last 3. Excellent, that's time. Whew. Shake those legs out, go ahead and come on down. We're gonna go back to those plank toe taps. So palms down, wrists right underneath the shoulders. Go ahead and come up, find your plank, and here we go, tap and tap. Be mindful of the mat here. Caught mine on that first round. Remember, quality movement. I don't care how many times you can tap your toes. Looking for a nice, steady, stable core. Booty down, abs tight, right? So we're not here, not what we're doing, right? And you're not here, right? Right here, lock that in, then begin. Even if you only get 4 taps on each side. Good, last 5. Excellent, that's time. Come on down, take a moment, catch your breath, excellent work. Hips go up and back. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, spine will roll all the way back up. Whew. Nice job, we're gonna do one more round, so just take a moment here, shake the legs out, grab some water, whatever you need to do. We're gonna start on that dominant foot again, so you can start to prepare. All right, here we go, are you ready? Final round, so tap, tap, tap. If you wanna challenge yourself, you're gonna bend that standing leg even more. So we're coming into almost a single leg squat. Good, even more, you're gonna move super, super slow. Barely tap that foot down. Yes, excellent. Good, that standing leg is working here, core is working to stabilize. Whew, about 15 more seconds. Go ahead, less than 10, stay with me. Last 3. Good, now step back, find your lunge. Whew, catch your breath a little bit. Front knee over your ankle, back heel lifted. Soft gaze out in front, here we go. Come up, find your balance. Lower the arms, step back, find your lunge. Good, nice easy pace here. Focusing on quality movement. Go ahead, breathe into that burn. That standing leg is working. We're about halfway through here. Good, last little bit. We have about 8 more seconds, maybe 2 or 3 more here. Beautiful, when you're ready, whew, shake it out. Nice job, let's go ahead and switch sides. So balancing on your dominant foot, or your non-dominant, excuse me, and begin. Remember, if you want a little bit more challenge, you're gonna send the butt back even more, bend that knee even more, so we're almost in sort of a single leg squat position here. Good, you want a little bit more, moving super, super slow, barely tapping that foot down, nice. Good, halfway through, I can't move and check the time. Beautiful, good, keep it going. Less than 10. Excellent, that's time, go ahead and step back. Woo, find your lunge, give that quad some love. We'll give it a break here in a moment. Ankle above the knee here, back heel lifted, arms reaching from the shoulders. Here we go. Lift, lower, and step back. Give yourself as much time as you need in between each one. Remember our goal here, quality movement. Quality over quantity always. Good, use your core. Remember, spine straight, tailbone tucked when you find that single leg balance out in front. So we're not leaning back here, keeping everything nice and stacked. Good, last little bit. Last 3. And that is time, beautiful. Whew. Shake those legs out, go ahead and come on down. We're gonna go into our plank toe taps, wrists underneath the shoulder. Go ahead and come into your plank, booty down, abs tight, and then when you're ready, tap to the left, tap to the right. Here we go. Good, lift your head, so careful not to drop your head down. Remember, we're not here, nothing happening here. We're right here, plank position, lock that in, you're halfway through. Good, 15 more seconds. Last 10. Last 3. Good, that is time. Go ahead and drop the knees down, big toes to touch. We'll just take a quick recovery here. Send your hips back towards your heels. Reach the arms forward. Rest your forehead down. Catch your breath a little bit. Good, when you're ready, you can come forward. We're gonna stay down on our mats in a tabletop position, and we will begin our second circuit. So same format, different exercises. We're gonna be starting with alternating bird dog. So wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From here, you're gonna send your left heel back, reach your right arm forward, release your arm, release your leg. So nice and slow here, especially as we're just getting started. Really feeling into this. As you kick the leg back, squeeze your butt. Good, stabilize. Then extend the arm. Halfway through. Goal is to keep your back Nice and straight, nice and flat, so there's no arching. As you extend the leg, we're keeping the tailbone tucked, finding length from fingertip to heel. Good, last 3. And that's time. Go ahead and start on that second side, whichever side you were about to begin. Find your bird dog and hold for just a moment. And then we're gonna go knee to opposite elbow. So crunch underneath. Inhale, reach and hold. Good, exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach and hold. So again, nice, easy pace here. Slow and controlled. Good, you're halfway through. Beautiful, about 15 more seconds. Last 10. Last 3. Good, that's time. Go ahead and lower down. Take a moment, reset, maybe shake out the wrist if you need to. Getting ready to switch sides. Excuse me, actually we're going to our alternating bird dog, so we're back to alternating here. Extend the leg, extend the opposite arm, lower the arm, lower the leg. Here we go. Beautiful, being mindful not to drop the head down, keeping your head in line with your spine. Coming up on your last 10 seconds. Last 3. Good, when you're ready, take a moment, reset. And we'll go into that bird dog crunch on your other side. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and extend and reach. And here we go, crunch and lengthen, crunch and lengthen. Maybe moving with the breath, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, good. Checking with the head, make sure it hasn't dropped down. Beautiful, give me 10 more seconds here, you're doing great. Last 3. And that is time, beautiful. Go ahead and lower everything down. Take a moment here, reset. We are gonna go back into our plank. We're gonna do shoulder taps this time though. So when you're ready, finding your plank. And now we're gonna go hand to opposite shoulder. Now I will say you do have the option, keep going if you're doing good, to do this from the knees. So you could come down to the knees, find your half plank, squeeze your butt, and go here, hand to opposite shoulder, right? So if you're in your full, and you're looking like this, bring it down. All good, let's build that base and give ourselves somewhere to move up towards. Good. Nice, you're doing great. You have about 10 more seconds here. Last 3. Beautiful, that's 10. Find your tabletop, big toes to touch, knees open wide. Send your hips back towards your heels. Just take a quick child's pose, keep those wrists to break. Couple breaths. We're gonna do 2 more rounds. And when you're ready, go ahead and come back up to tabletop. And we're going back to our alternating bird dog. So setting this up, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Here we go, kick back. Opposite arm reaches, lower and lower. Here we go. Good, think of staying nice and active through that stabilizing shoulder as well. So we're not sinking down into the arm. Elbows should be relatively locked. If you're pushing through your hand. Good, and lifting the shoulder up towards the ceiling as opposed to letting it sink down towards the floor. Good, nice adjustments, less than 10. Last 3. Beautiful, go ahead and hold whichever side you're on. Think of what that shoulder is doing here so we're not sinking or pushing. Nice and strong. And here we go. Elbow to knee. Inhale and reach. Exhale and inhale. Here we go. Now just like we did in our bird dog, make sure your back is straight here, especially as you lengthen, so we're not letting things drop. You're keeping that tailbone tucked. Good, stay with me, slow down if you need to. We have about 20 more seconds. I know the arms are getting some love here too. Beautiful, coming up on your last 10. Last 3. Beautiful, go ahead and lower down. Whew. Take a moment here, reset. We're gonna go back to alternating. Starting with the other side, here we go. Kick back, reach, lower, and lower. Here we go. Halfway through. Being mindful of those shoulders, checking in with the back. Ten more seconds. Last 3. Good, that's 10. Now we're switching sides, so onto that other side. Holding here. I think I was on the other side. And here we go. So you're going to crunch, exhale, reach on the inhale. Here we go. Good. Think of lengthening each time you extend, contracting, pulling that belly button in as you crunch. Good, 15 more seconds. Coming up on your last 10. Last 3. Ooh, that is time. Beautiful, go ahead and lower down. Take a moment here, reset. We're gonna go on to those shoulder taps. We'll start in 3. Remember, you do have the option to do this from the knees, okay? Make sure your butt is tight. Make sure we're not here, okay? Not much is happening here. We want to be right here, just as if you were holding half plank. Good, hands to opposite shoulder. Belly button pulling in, front of the head reaching forward. Good, you have 20 more seconds. You're feeling good here. Maybe coming up onto the toes, stepping the feet a little bit wider. Good, trying to keep that core as steady and still as possible. You have 3. And 1, beautiful. Knees down, big toes to touch, knees open wide. Let's hit another child's pose. Send those hips back, reach your arms forward. Let yourself just rest, catch the breath a moment here. Maybe rolling the wrist if you need to, one way, and then the other. We'll just do one more round and then we'll switch it up. We'll get off those wrists. And when you're ready, you can come forward to tabletop. And here we go, final round. We're alternating bird dogs. Now this time, let's add a little hold. Let's get a little outside that comfort zone. So as you extend, you're gonna hold, maybe just for 3 counts or so. If you're feeling like you want even more challenge, you can extend, hold, reach, center, and lower. So just finding your edge here. Good, testing the proprioception. You have 10 more seconds. Last 3. Good, go ahead and find whatever side you're about to start and hold. Beautiful, breathe through that shape. We're gonna start our crunches here. Let's go, elbow to knee, reach. Exhale, and inhale. Good, we're halfway through. Beautiful, coming up in your last 15 seconds here. Last 3. Excellent, we're gonna lower everything down, take a moment. We're gonna go back to our alternating again. If you wanna challenge yourself, try playing around with moving the arm into the leg out to the sides. Playing around with holding for maybe just a little bit longer than you normally would. Good, using that core to stabilize. Halfway through. Beautiful, checking over the back, making sure it's straight. Head in line with your spine, you have 10 more seconds. Last 3. Beautiful, that's time, you can lower down. Go ahead and go to your second side, hold. And here we go, we're gonna crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Good, keeping that tailbone tucked, back straight. Beautiful, breathe into that shape. You're almost there, halfway through. Beautiful, coming up on your last 10 seconds. Last 3. And that is time. Excellent. Go ahead and lower down. You still have those shoulder taps, okay? Remember, you can do this from the knees or from the toes. Both are great. We'll start in 3. And here we go. So remember, plank position if you're on the knees. If we're not here, you're right here. Hand to opposite shoulder. Good. Squeeze the booty just a little bit. Belly button pulling in. If this is feeling really good for you, you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, go ahead and bring it to a full plank. Step those feet wider than hip width. Use your core to stabilize. Ten more seconds. Last 3. And that is time. Beautiful. Knees down. Ooh, big toes to touch. Send your hips back towards your heels. Take a moment here. Catch your breath. Reaching the arms forward. Stretching it out just a bit. When you're ready, coming back to your tabletop. And we'll go into our last circuit. So this one will be just a touch shorter. We're going down to 30 seconds. We have a little bit more, some challenging movements in here. All right, timer is all set. So we're gonna be starting with sit out. So we're gonna be starting from this position here, wrist underneath the shoulders. And then from here, you're going to lift, finding a short plank. You're going to bring your right leg towards your left corner of your mat, and you're going to extend your leg, rotate, look up towards the ceiling, stay with me here. Just barely touch those hips down, so we're not sitting here. You're still staying nice and strong. You're going to bring it back to center and switch sides. So leg goes through, open, drop that hip, push through the palm, bring it back. Good, don't worry, you'll have some more time. Go ahead and bring it back. Take a moment here, reset. Send your hips up and back. Walk your hands or your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, roll it all the way up. And then we're gonna come into a one leg balance. Right knee in front. Good, belly button pulling in. If you want to challenge yourself, hands are gonna come to the tip of the nose. You're gonna open and close, open and close. Good, less than 10 seconds. Good, from here, you're just gonna step back, find that lunge, lower down, step back, back to tabletop. Or any way you wanna get there is just fine. Good, and then we're gonna go back into our sit-ups. So remembering what side you were on. Here we go. Knee to wrist, extend, rotate, drop your hip. Push through your hands, bring it back, good. Good. If you're struggling with this one, just work the legs. Knee to wrist and back. Knee to wrist and back. As you get comfortable, you can extend and back. Knee to wrist, extend and back. Otherwise, going for that full rotation. Good, that's time. Send your hips up and back. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, spinal all the way up. Spinal roll. And here we go, left knee in front. Those sit-outs, right? Good, find your balance, catch your breath. Think of pressing through all four corners of the feet. Tailbone tucked, belly button pulling in. Option to add those arms if you want a little bit more. Good, last little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Good, here we go. You're gonna step back, find your lunge, lower down, bring it back. Tabletop, let's go around 2, and 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, so we're back to sit-ups. Knee to wrist, extend, rotate, just barely drop the hip, push it back, bring it to center. Good, keep going. I'm gonna show you from the front here, just because I know this one can be a little tricky to do virtually. So just so you can get another view of what's happening here. Last 3. Good, that's time. Bring it back to center. Hips up and back. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, spinal roll all the way up. Right knee comes up, single leg balance. Whew. Good, catch your breath a little bit. Roll the shoulders back. Good, if you want a little bit more, you're gonna shift the gaze from right to left. Good, just the eyes here. Last 3. Beautiful, here we go, step back, lunge, lower down, bring it back, back to sit-outs in 3, 2, and 1, here we go. Knee to wrist, open, drop your hip, push, bring it back to center, and switch. Good, I'll show you again from the front just so you can see a little bit better. Good, last 5. Excellent, that's time. Bring it back. Take a moment here, reset. Hips up and back. Feet to the hands. Roll it all the way up. One leg balance, left knee in front. Here we go. Whew. Yeah, catch your breath a little bit. Shoulders down and back. Spine straight, coconut. Lean back here, tailbone tucked. Keeping everything stacked. Beautiful, 10 more seconds. Excellent, here we go. You're gonna step back, find your lunge, lower down, Knees gonna come back. We have one more round. We're almost done. You're doing awesome. We'll go back to our sit-ups here. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Final round of sit-ups. So again, just do the best you can here. If this is a struggle for you, just work on getting that foot off the floor. Seeing what that feels like for you today. Good, you have about 10 more seconds. Last 3. Good, that's time. Bring it back. Hips up and back. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees, roll all the way up. Oh, here we go. Right knee lifts. Shoulders roll back and down. If you want to challenge yourself. Fingertips to nose. Follow the gaze, or follow the finger with the gaze rather. Out to the left and out to the right. Here we go. Good. Keep pulling that belly button in, abs tight. Last 3. Excellent. That's time. Go ahead and step back. Find your lunge. Lower down. Bring it back. Final round of sit-outs. Here we go. Again, just do the best you can here. But just barely dropping those hips down. Beautiful. About 10 more seconds here. Last 3. Good. Hips up and back. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees. Roll all the way up. Head comes up last. Here we go. Staying it nice and tall. Left knee lifts. And if you want a little bit more, fingertips to nose. Following the fingers with the gaze. Here we go. Good. Last little bit here. You're doing awesome. Last 3. And that is time. Beautiful. Go ahead and step back. Find that lunge. Lower down. Nice job today. We're just going to cool it down and stretch things out. So you're going to come back to tabletop. As promised, we are going to stretch those wrists out. So turn the left fingertips to face you. And this might be plenty for you. If you want a little bit more, you're going to send your hips back with your heels. Good. Start to slow down your breath, slow down your heart rate. When you're ready, you can turn those left fingertips around. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So right fingertips now facing you. Good. A couple breaths here. Excellent. We're going to go cat-cow next. So you have the option to either keep the right hand turned around and turn the left and continue with your cat-cows here. If this is too much, it can be a little spicy, you can just go back to fingertips facing forward. So wherever you end up, here we go. You're going to exhale, tuck the tailbone around, chin to chest. Inhale to untuck, let the belly hang, and open up. So just moving back and forth with the breath here. Exhaling and inhaling. Good, let's go last cycle here. Beautiful. When you're ready, meet you back in tabletop. You can turn those fingertips around, maybe sit back on your heels and just shake it out for a minute. Excellent. When you're ready, come forward, big toes to touch, knees open wide, send your hips back towards your heels. We're coming into a child's pose, reaching those arms forward, letting your forehead rest on the mat. Good, when you're ready, you're just going to come back up to tabletop. Curl the toes under, send your hips up and back. And we're going to come into a forward fold. You can start to walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees generously, rest your chest on your thighs. Relax your head, relax your neck. Just a couple breaths here. When you're ready, we're gonna roll all the way back up to standing, head and move last. Excellent. When you get there, we are gonna stretch those legs out a little bit. They worked really hard today, so we're just gonna do the same stretches we did in our warm-up, but we're gonna hold them. So if you know you need a little bit of support, you can come to a shelf or to a wall. Otherwise, here we go, just grabbing a hold of the shin, ankle, pant leg, whichever you can, just stretching out those quads. Be sure to keep your knees together and your bent knee pointed down towards the floor, so we're not here or here, you are right here. Good. Awesome, when you're ready, you can release, shake it out, and we'll switch sides. Again, just grabbing a hold of whatever you can. A couple breaths here as you pull your heel in towards your bum. Good, remember to keep those knees together. Awesome, when you're ready, you can release, shake it out. We're gonna go into our glute stretch or your figure 4 stretch. So you decide. Again, option 1, you're just gonna pull underside of the knee and the shin and pull up. Option 2, you're gonna hold. I don't know why I switched sides, but we're holding, we're not alternating here. So just a couple breaths wherever you end up. Good, when you're ready, you can release, shake it out, and we'll switch sides. So doing whatever you did on that first side on this second side. Deep breaths wherever you end up. Good, when you're ready, you can come up to standing and just shake it out a little bit. We're gonna do our back of the leg stretch, so kicking out on the heels, toes lifted. We're gonna hinge from the hips, reach down for the ankles, and then you'll bring your hands to your bent knee if you need some support here. Good, when you're ready, scoop it up, come to stand. And we'll switch sides, so kicking out on your other heel, toes are lifted. Hinge from the hips, hands down to the bent knee. Crown of the head reaching forward. Good, when you're ready, scoop it up, come to stand. Bring it back to center and shake it out. And we'll close out with a couple cleansing breaths. Here we go, when you're ready, nice big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. And again, inhale to reach. Exhale, let it go. And one more, biggest breath of the day, filling up. And exhale, open the mouth, let it go, shake it out, leave it all on your mat. Awesome work this morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're getting to this recording. I hope you enjoyed this balance and core workout. Lots of fun challenges in this one. We'll keep building on them as time goes by. I look forward to moving with you again soon in a video, or maybe even in person one of these days, who knows. Take care, be well, I'll see you soon. Bye now.